Hey, I'm Georgiana, and today we're going to make healing salve. We're starting with comfrey, which is my favorite healing plant. Grows anywhere in North America, loves shade, loves sun, tolerant of everything. You might recognize the pretty purple flowers. Has these weird little spinies on it that'll get on you. Wash them with hot soapy water, your hands, and it'll get them out. People think that comfrey is poisonous, but that's actually not entirely true. If you concentrate the root and inject it into rats, it can cause problems for their liver, but if you use the leaves topically, fantastic for any kind of healing. Not for itchy though, just for healing. This is yarrow, another really common plant that you also probably have in your yard. There she is. This is excellent for healing as well, not for itching. The third one is plantain, which I bet you have in your yard right here. Everywhere in North America, common weed, narrow leaf, broadleaf. So this is the second installment of making salves, and this is getting the plant material dried. It has to be completely dry. Any moisture will cause your salve to mold and rot. So there's a couple different ways to do it. I really kind of like to air dry. So you got your plant. This is our narrow leaf and broadleaf plantain. I would prefer broadleaf, but I had to go dig these out of abandoned lots and transplant them into my yard, so we'll have more next year. Yarrow and comfrey. Comfrey's particularly dense, so you don't want to do your bundles too tightly or they'll rot in the middle. Tie a little knot, all right? Make your little sachet here. And I really like to hang them from rafters and sticks I mount on the ceiling because it makes me feel like a witch living in some sort of woods that kids are going to stumble upon. Just got to watch out for your tall people, right? So next is using electricity. So this is the section on using modern technology to dry your medicinal herbs to make salve. So you want to take your herbs, chop them up. It doesn't have to be super crazy tiny. I used to think that this was the cheater method. Using technology, you can air dry. We are in the deep coastal south, so it's not any more humid anywhere except for maybe the rainforest, and everything dries great here as long as there's airflow in your bundle. But anyways, this is a great method if you want it to hurry up and save the color. So keep a low temperature to preserve the medicinal constituents. And when it's done, here's your hanging dried herb, and it did lose a lot of its green, but whatever. Get it in there. You want to pack it in, and then when you pour your oil, any oil will work that you would eat. You know, it's going on your skin. Your skin's a huge organ that absorbs just like your gut. So make sure it's an oil you want to eat. So this is the fourth installment of making your own salve, okay? So we've got our plant matter. We've got comfrey, plantain, broadleaf, narrow leaf, air dried, dehydrator dried, usnea, neem, yarrow, and calendula. All of these things will be really happy growing in your yard. And beeswax from the beehive. So these are ones that have been extracted over time. So typically you would put in your plant matter, cover it with olive oil, let it sit for 6 weeks. This is 2 weeks in, this is 6 weeks in of chickweed. Another method that preserves the color, put your plant matter in your jar, fill up with oil to cover at least an inch above your plant, and then the rest of it's going to be a water bath for this part. Put lids on, put the top on, give it a day, and it'll slowly extract. And then we'll do, that's a liniment, and we'll turn that into a salve in the final episode next time. So today we're going to turn our herb in medicinal oil, olive oil this time, which is a liniment, adding in wax to set it into a salve. So easy, okay? So we have our herbs. We're just going to get it out of here, strain it really well. You just want the oil. You want to make sure there was no water in it or it's going to spoil fast, okay? Strain it out. There's our oil. Then we are going to heat it. You don't want to lose the medicinal value and you don't want to even simmer it. So keep it under 120. We're going to add beeswax. This is what you can buy. Super easy to work with, really nice and fancy. This is from our beehive. Way harder to work with, but definitely has a cool factor, right? We're going to put it in these adorable jars that you can buy from me at Rebirth at Health. We're going to add frankincense and myrrh because baby Jesus knew what was up, a lot of antibacterial properties. So put it into your heat source right here. Turn that bad boy on and watch the next segment. So this is the final installment of how to make super crazy easy salve. So this is the oil extracted herb with beeswax in it, and if you look at it, like it's already starting to set because it's cooling off. So this is like, you need to start working with it because it's going to turn into a solid. And then the method of putting it in the fridge for 3 minutes will give you an idea of the finished product. So this is 4 cups oil to ½ cup beeswax, and it's so nice. So you would put this anywhere you have ouchies or wounds. It's not for itching though. So take this, or however you want to get it in your tubes. Mine are kind of tiny, so I'm using a syringe. You just get it on in there, right? And let it cool, and it will harden. And then this is what I have as a finished product. You can use it as lip balm, but I just thought the plastic would be easy, and it's really quite nice.